What's up everybody, my name is Kasper Nørgaard and today let's check out the new wireless microphone system from Mirfak called WE10 Pro. I was so lucky to win this wireless microphone system called WE10 Pro from Mirfak themselves. So thank you very much Mirfak. The WE10 Pro consists of one receiver and two transmitters. With the previous version, the WE10, you only get one receiver and one transmitter. So who is this WE10 Pro for? It's for all small creators on a budget, which do not need to separate each microphone on its own audio track, but still need two microphones for the price of $199. If you like the kind of content that I post here on my channel, please consider subscribing and please hit the like button below as well, because it actually makes a difference in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you very much. Right now, I am wearing the microphone plugged directly into my Tascam DR60 Mark II, which is recording everything. I have the Mirfak system on top. So this is the actual sound of the Mirfak system that you are hearing throughout this entire video. And did you know that Mirfak is called Alpha Persei, which is the brightest star in the northern constellation of Perseus, and it's 505.5 light years away. Let's check out what's inside this box. As mentioned, you get two transmitters and one receiver, so you can actually mic up two talents. For each microphone you get a lavalier microphone and a wind muff for the unit itself. For charging you get a USB-A cable that splits into three USB-C cables. Other than that, you also get a mini jack cable, where one of them is used for the smartphone with the TRRS. And to manage all of these cables and lavalier microphones, you get a black pouch to carry everything. All the units are very small and they are also very lightweight. The transmitters weigh 34 grams and the receiver weighs 36 grams. The transmitters are very simple compared to the receivers. These transmitters are built with a built-in microphone on the top, and on the left side you can see there is a power button, a lavalier input and three LED lights that is indicating charging, pairing status and the recording status. And yes, that is correct. On the right side there is a slot for a micro SD card that supports up to 34 gigabytes of internal recording. And with that you assure that you never lose the audio of the connection to the receiver during a shooting. There is also a physical stop and start or stop and record switch, and the USB-C input for charging is also on this right side. It has a clip on the back that fits perfectly into a cold shoe. Let's move over to the receiver. I have it here on the Tascam itself. The receiver itself has a display on the front to control the unit. On the left side we have a mini jack output, a headphone monitoring and the power button. And on the right side you can adjust the decibel, you can mute, and you can change if you want to have a low pass cutoff, or if you don't want to have any cutoffs on this unit. We also have the USB-C charging input. The display itself is very cool. It has a level that is showing or adjusting when you're speaking, and it's showing in decibel. So that is a cool feature. Now let's go outside and test these devices. With these kind of products, it's always interesting with a range test, and it always depends on the surroundings you're in. The WE10 Pro should have a reach up to 70 meters with a 2.4 GHz signal. So let's test that. I have plugged the WE10 Pro directly into the included lavalier microphone, directly into the GH5. So let's test. When doing a test like this, it's always best to have the microphones facing
each other directly, the transmitter and the receiver, because you will not get a signal loss. So this is 30 meters, this is 30 meters, and the signal should be fine. Let's go a little bit more. Whenever you are using wireless microphones, if you have an open field like this, it could be a positive situation, but it could also be a negative situation, and the same with buildings. So it's a little hard to say what the best scenario could be. This is 70 meters. Now this should be the distance that Mirfak is stating that this system can do. So this was the range test of the WE10 Pro, and let's go back in the studio and check how the footage is.
The conclusion of this test is that the range is fine, but I would not go above 70 meters myself with this one. And you could also hear that the system works best if the signal isn't blocked, for example by my hand like this. Other than that, I think it works perfectly, and I don't hear any interference when I'm using both microphones. And we can just do a short test here. So we have the microphone that I'm shooting with right now. I have the one clipped to the lavalier microphone. Other than that, I have my second unit. And let's just switch off this one and switch off. So now I changed the microphone. Let me check. Yeah, there's still hole through. So now I changed to the built-in microphone, and this is actually where you can hear it. You'll notice if I touch this unit, it will get. You can hear it, absolutely hear it. So I would always suggest using this. You can have this in your shirt, or you can use it as an interview microphone, which is also nice. Let me switch back to the other one. So now we are back on the line again. Yeah, we're back with the lavalier microphone. So let's go to the pros and cons. The pros is that it's very nice that they included a special made charging cable where you have the USB-A in one end and 3 USB-Cs. That means that you only need one adapter to power or to charge all of these devices. That is really cool. Another feature that I really like is that the record switch is outside on the recording itself. I have another system where the recording is inside, so you have to fiddle around with the controls and everything. This is much easier. It is a very easy pairing. You just triple tap on all the power buttons on both devices, and they just pair like that. I think it's really cool that you get a pouch, because you always get a lot of things when getting a kit like this, and a nice pouch like this with the included Mirfak logo is very nice. You can have all the microphones and cables and everything in one package. So that's very cool. I think these are very small form factors, so that's also very good. It's lightweight, really nice. And another feature that I really like on the receiver itself is that it has a decibel meter with numbering, which I am really missing on all my other recording wireless recording systems, because there I can only see like a bar flickering. Here I can see how many decibels my unit is receiving. Of course, it depends on how you record inside your camera or Tascam, whatever. But that is a very cool feature to monitor in that way. I would like maybe some screens as well to adjust the volume on each devices. Also because when recording, you don't have any way to change. I think the biggest issue is that both microphones are in stereo, and you cannot change that. So which means when you have both microphones on, they are recording in stereo instead of splitting into left and right. So they're just mixing everything here. And that means that you can't separate the microphone on each track and do the audio mixing on each talent that you hear. Also, if one microphone is way too high, you cannot, your recording is a little bit broken. When using two microphones, you can only see the total level of the volume, and you cannot see if you're missing the battery from one, or if anything is wrong, then you cannot see that before you get home. And you can't change the volume of each one by itself. So that is one thing I also could miss. If one talent is much higher than the other, it could be nice to change it. Last thing that I would change if I was Mirfak, please include bags. We love bags because we are filmmakers. We run around all the way and everywhere in the world, and we take all of our things with us. So bring a bag like you did with the pouch. Bring a small bag for the devices, so we keep them safe and it's easy to transport and so on. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the little review of the WE10 Pro from Mirfak. And if I provided you enough information to make your own opinion about these products, and if this could be an option for you. So please hit me with that like button below, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the future.